It's been a long day. At 2 a.m., you are ready to head to bed. You checked on the kids. They're sleeping soundly, although you question how that's possible when both need blaring music in their ears. They still look peaceful, and you look at them lovingly one last time before you head downstairs to double check the front door is locked and all the lights have been turned off before turning in for the night. As you reach the bottom of the stairs, there's a knock at the door. Odd, you weren't expecting anyone. It's far too late and the kids are asleep. As you're pondering over whether or not you should even answer, there's another knock, and you decide it's best to answer before this person becomes impatient and makes more noise. Thank God the kids sleep to music. So, you open the door, and as it opens slightly, a man pushes his way through the door. He grabs at you, trying to rip off your clothes, and all you can think is get him outside and away from the children. So you kick and punch, and you push him with all your might as he's grabbing at you and trying to fight you to the ground. The two of you finally burst through the doorway and end up in the front yard, still trying to overpower each other. As you sink your teeth into his arm because he won't let go, you hear him scream, "Stop! This was not our agreement! This wasn't what we agreed upon!" You realize then that this man was sent to your home with some sort of agreement to do harm to you, and it makes you stop, frozen in your tracks. The man stops fighting and begs for you to not call the police, as you're standing there confused and wondering what to do, and all you can think is, who could ever do something like this to someone? Her name is Selena'S Glamorous Dolls, and she has been covered on my channel on numerous occasions at this point, due to her erratic behavior and her need to lash out at anyone who questions her relation to Madonna. That's right, Selena is so delusional she believes herself to be Madonna's real cousin, although this has been proven to be untrue on several different occasions. Selena has spread several lies on the platform about several people, even those who once called her a friend, such as Colton. Selena has made a fool of herself and has threatened people with the FBI, her local police, and even Madonna's security team if people dare to question her about her content. She paints dolls and claims to have worked for Mattel and that she was the go-between when it came to Mattel trying to collaborate with Madonna on a Madonna Barbie. Selena very obviously has delusions of grandeur, and when she was in high school, she was diagnosed with schizophrenia due to becoming obsessed with a student, claiming they were the ones stalking her when it was the other way around. Sounds familiar, right? Well, you have no idea. Selena has lied, manipulated her audience members, used her audience members as weapons and shields against her haters, raged at several people on her platform, threatened and doxed several more, been emotionally abusive to her mother on camera, faked a suicide attempt to upset MJ, and that brings us to the worst thing she's ever done. You see, among all the nasty things Selena has done to people, many I am going to showcase in a moment, the worst thing Selena has ever done hasn't been fully exposed until now. So without further ado, we are going to discuss this incident in full, and you are going to hear about the most horrible act of revenge I have ever heard of.
And then me making peace, and then I said, well, you know what, I can't be friends with you. You wanna know why I said I couldn't be friends with you? I said we couldn't be friends with you because she fucking told me that people that were bullying her, that she put that her husband put a hit on them, okay? I don't wanna fucking die over some damn dolls and some doll bitch, okay?
Her lies are, they have real impacts. You can't go lying to people and not expect that there are impacts. When she lies about her age and catfishes men, there are impacts to that. This man's thinking, he's getting a woman that's near probably his own age, and meanwhile he's getting fucking Granny Smith. It's like, you did this to me, and then you're gonna go and I know she was gonna do that, because there's no way this woman takes any type of accountability. This woman could hit somebody with her car and would still blame the person she hit.
It scared me so bad. I was literally in tears, and the two people were like, "Why are you crying?" They were, you know, they were going off on her, calling names and things, but they were like, "Selena, how can you feel sorry for this person? How can you think of them that way? They're part of the people who trashed your image, photoshopped your pictures, created fake accounts of you on Instagram." Got my passport, all of my things that I need, because people's mental health is like literally crumbling. So I am actually been giving a nice allowance to do this trip. I'm on my way to Canada. I have the address where I'm going, and I am dealing with this. I've had enough. This has gone to the point where it's just ridiculously not safe for people. But I'm not going to show you my cooter, but hey, why not? You asked for it. I will show you my drawers.
So I called Durham police at 10:30 a.m. local time to discuss any pending investigations of myself, since Selena never gave an officer or case number the day before yesterday. So this is what the police in Durham in North Carolina told me. So no arrests have been made. So the claim that she said that people have been arrested, 2 people have been arrested, that is a false claim. No arrests have been made. She made a claim that somebody was so upset over her being bullied that they were trying to harm themselves and ended up in the mental institution, and that the police knew that. No, there was nothing about anyone harming themselves, committing suicide, or anything of that sort. They did not call her a celebrity. She is not a celebrity. She is known to police as a time waster. This was something that is listed on her, under her name, that she is a time waster, and that they had actually specifically asked her to stop bothering them. And if she continues to keep wasting their time, they are going to be charging her with public mischief and wasting police time and resources. So unless there was a credible death threat, there was nothing they could do, and they have a history with her. They listed her as a mentally ill person, time waster. So
I saw a little bit. I got some family here. Oh, they pissed as hell. They got damn steel baseball bats. They got shotguns. They got damn smoke bombs, all of that. I mean, they don't play. They've had enough of this shit. So I just feel good to know the truth came out. The people who lied against me have been punished as well deserved. Oops, sorry, lubricant. I do have battery operated appliances. Yeah, the page I've taken down because yesterday I called the FBI. I looked through Google, I called the FBI. I had to go to a website to file a complaint, and everything that people had sent to me with the names of it, I sent it to the FBI. I have power. I have control. I have 2 choices. I can let them control my image or me, or I can turn this thing around where actually I'm controlling their minds. Remember, I did go to college. My liver and kidneys look perfect. The doctor is like, there's nothing wrong with you. You're too healthy. I've been getting messages from people telling me that they're getting threats to be abducted, put in a closet by the people that are harassing me. Instagram. I don't like somebody else's body partner in my body. Bitch, your boyfriend's a drug dealer. What we gonna do? And the guy who rented this said, well, the house is shit anyhow, and who cares? Said, I don't live here for that. I live here because you fuckers can buy drugs. Well, then I had to wipe my ass with a blanket. And then this man walked into the room and saw me wipe. And he saw shit on the wall. I'm bigger, I'm better, I have more insurance, and I'm more powerful. Ignorancy. When someone is illiterate to the point of beyond stupidity, there's nothing you can do for them.
See, your math is what's keeping shit going.
Really? Mama, that's what they are to me, sewer rats. They don't mean nothing to me. I was literally in tears. I'm not transgender. I am a female. When I was a teenager, ADHD went into schizophrenic, and I thought someone was after me in my high school, and I jumped out of the 2.5-story window. Like, seriously, I was hanging from the window and fell. People who know me know how old I really am. Now, if she thinks someone who's turning 27 this year is a old granny, real neck, my real throat. Okay, there we go. Because of the people that are harassing through Instagram, I actually exposed my genitalia today in front of 3 women. Yes, I do have a permit. I do have permission to use what I have. Video will be global. This will be a worldwide viewed video. It doesn't matter if you decide, if you are trying to watch this video to what they call a black hole. Your IP addresses are not safe during this video. All of them will be exposed. You cannot stop the people who are in charge and the people whom are actually, encouraging me to do this video. I will be hashtagging every news anchor in North Carolina on this, so I am just I'm hidden. I can't go to stores, I can't leave the location. Food, water, all of those things are brought to me, including medication. I don't feel like being beautiful and giving you glamour. Trust me, Madonna does the same thing at home. My talents that I do, I say who, I say when, I say how much. God, you just gave me your address. There are like thousands of people who watch my channel. I don't recommend that. I've been doing this for years. I was probably the most serious person on the stage. I had followers for my own YouTube channel. Oh my God. When I went on stage, I swear they were screaming as if they had been waiting for me to come out to perform a concert or something. So anyone that was in the fashion show, they know, they saw me, so they know I'm not lying. It shows William Fortin. He is my 4th cousin. I haven't looked. I have not seen in these videos. This is my place. This has been a very good year for me. As she said I faked a suicide attempt on her. No, the problem is that she pushed you to so many limits where you ended up in the hospital trying to commit suicide. Then she came after me, and I'm just like, fuck it. If the bitch wants to see me dead, fine. So I did it. I let her have her fantasy of seeing a fake version of that she believed.
Because I wanted my van parked away. And I climbed up to the bridge, and I was actually going to jump off the freaking bridge. I was there, and I was actually going to jump off the freaking bridge. That's not the first time that she drove me to that bridge.
Oh my God. What stopped you? This is for you. This is for you. It's showing that I have been acknowledged as someone who stands with you, and I've also been acknowledged by the National Center for Transgender Equality as someone who does support you. That's not even her account. When their parents are having sex, instead of actually getting the one pregnant, they should have swallowed. It looked like I'm on fire in a car, like I want to burn. In other words, they want to set me on fire and watch me die and burn to death. They don't even know how to be a woman. But y'all know what? I sent a text message to MJ Bellinger because this person could be her mother or her grandmother. They're 70 years old. I am not going to say their first name, but I am related to a lot of people in Canada. And one of them, her last name is Bellinger. And we're related. I am shocked. Add a filter to make this pop better. Oh, I like that look. That looks. I don't have time for people coming out here being fake and all that stuff. To say to MJ, I want to say to Shelly, These are not the two people I'm talking about. I do want to ask someone who has 2 dogs in their video, you know, if you can please let things go. I don't think you get it. I don't think your brain has the capacity to understand the words I'm saying. I have dysphoria, where I view myself as being overweight. I'm ashamed, embarrassed. I am ill. I'm sick. I am sick. Ignorant about trans people and how to be sensitive about them. They're doing harm toward different people, making fun of people who are physically disabled, making fun of people who are overweight. This time someone had a Jesus meeting with you, so apparently I am. I don't know if any of you are aware of things that are going on YouTube. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not aware. I'm sorry. I'm not at liberty of saying that. Right, I can't respond to that question. I don't judge anyone unless they've actually been proven guilty. Speaking as a reference, other than Marilyn Manson, hello, our previous president, who has a lot more going on legally, you know. But is that, what is that going on in the Barbie world community? What have I stolen? Okay, first of all, I do not look at myself as an influencer, all right? I do not look at myself as someone who's known globally, even though in fact I am. I don't view myself that way. My skin is tight, so I don't have filler. I just did a makeup video, so you saw me without makeup. As we see, people who talk smack, that's all they do is talk smack. You're not stupid. The camera doesn't lie. People can see a liar through a camera lens. I told y'all, I told every one of you, what got started, I was gonna finish it.
Welcome to the sunny side, who will be referred to as MJ throughout the remainder of this video, is a small content creator on the platform who also loves to redesign dolls and share her love of dolls on the platform. There is an entire doll community, and although I find it creepy personally, this community does very little harm to anyone and is really just middle-aged adults who love to purchase dolls and redesign them for fun or to resell. If that's what you're into, awesome. Trust me, there are far worse things you could do as a hobby. The only negative thing about the doll community seems to be the fact that it houses Selena'S Glamorous dolls, as if it were a haunted mansion and the entire community was trapped inside, having to deal with her constant oversharing and dramatic behavior and lashing out at people. She has had several people within the doll community speak out about her. Eventually, she and MJ started a back and forth about her erratic behavior and her claims of being Madonna's cousin. It went similarly to how Selena'S and my back and forth took place. Eventually, Selena threatened to put a hit out on MJ, got into her car and threatened to drive to MJ's home here in Canada as some sort of intimidation tactic, faked her suicide to MJ, then later claimed it was because it was a fantasy that MJ had about her, and it all resulted in the worst act of revenge I've ever seen someone take on another human being. Selena did something that no woman especially should ever put a woman through, all to silence someone from speaking out about her really bad behavior. Disclaimer: MJ had no clue I was asking her to tell her story for this video. The reason being, I didn't want people to accuse her of planning her narrative if I had done a formal interview with her on the channel. I wanted to catch MJ off guard and ask her about the situation to show that she is telling the truth, because she couldn't have planned her answer at all during this video. She had no idea I was even recording this, and for that I am sorry, MJ, but my intentions are good. While MJ was telling her story, trolls did enter and tried upsetting her, and I have removed most of that because I refuse to give such awful and vile people a platform on my channel. It is very obvious during MJ's retelling of this story, even when put on the spot, by the way, that this was a real and very traumatizing experience for her to go through. MJ also experiences CPTSD, which is a severe trauma disorder that I myself have also been diagnosed with, and this whole situation was very re-traumatizing for her. I hope MJ never has to relive this experience ever again now. From now on, MJ, if anyone asks you for this story, I want you to link them to this video and tell them to watch it. You should not be made to re-victimize yourself on repeat to prove yourself. You've proven yourself to be truthful thus far, and we believe you, we support you, and we are sorry for what you have gone through. I'm going to let MJ tell you all what happened. This is not my story to tell, it's hers. So please listen carefully. And there is a trigger warning here for grapes, so viewer discretion advised. Here is MJ's story.
She made a fake dating profile and used my picture, but used her voice to interact with this guy. And basically, she made a fake dating profile with me. And she was like, oh, I have a rape fantasy and things like that. So she was engaging with this person for a few days. I think it was a few days. I didn't really look that far back. I just saw what I needed to see, and that was it. That's all. But so basically, she was engaging with this person for at least a few days. And basically what ended up happening is she was giving them details about, like, what she wanted. Oh no, she went that far. That's why I was like, there's no way you can honestly support this. If you support this, then I'm sorry, man. Like, you're... Right? I don't give a shit what happens to you at this point. Like, I tried to warn you. Lux said she was shit-talking you. I tried to warn you that, you know, this is what she did to me, but, you know, you agreed with that, so, fuck you. I don't give a shit no more what happens to you. If people make fun of you saying, chicken, chicken! Well, then, fuck you, then. Not my problem. Sit and rot, bitch. Hope your husband fucks someone else. Anyways. So, yeah. So, basically, a guy shows up at 2 in the morning one of those days. And, so she pretended to be you and then send them to your place. He did show up. That's why I was upset. If it had just been a fake profile and nobody showed up,
oh my god,
while my kids were here, then I wouldn't have given a rat's ass.
Oh my god.
No, he showed up. No. So here's the big problem.
Wow.
What happened was, this guy shows up at 2 in the morning. I kid you not, 2 in the morning. And my mom blames me for opening the door, by the way, which also adds to my sadness. But anyways, my daughter actually bitched her out. My daughter bitched my mother out and said, how dare you blame my mom for saying that it was her fault for opening the door. Like, my daughter actually, like, bitched my mother out and made my mother apologize to me because she saw how upset that made me feel. Anyways, point being is that, sorry, I don't like talking about this too much because it really upset me, because I've never had somebody go that far before in a thing, and I did end up in the psych ward, like, a little bit after, so. Anyways, let me see if I can just get this all out in one shot here. So basically, yeah, so guy mid to late February of 2022. So we had the fake suicide February 10th, and then we started fighting. So that's the timeline of how this kind of escalated from, like, February 10th to, you know, mid to late February where this guy showed. No, it's all good, it's all good. I got it.
Yeah, you do.
I got this.
Yeah, you do.
That's why it upset me when Lux was saying basically that I deserved it. Like,
That makes no sense.
Because, you know, like, when you grow up being, like, a child abuse victim and a rape victim, people will say that crap to you. And it's like, it reminds me of that stuff I used to hear. That's all. That's why it upsets me. And it shouldn't upset me because I know that they're not great people, but it still does. So I can't help how I feel. But anyways. So basically, yeah, exactly, right? Oh, yeah, no, I would never do that to Selena either. Like, as much as I dislike the bitch, I would never do that to her because I know how traumatizing that can be. And the fact that Selena made, like, a live where she was laughing about it and saying, oh, she's still traumatized about it. Well, of course I'm still traumatized
oh my god.
by it. What the hell did you expect? Anyways,
what the fuck is wrong?
Let me tell you the whole story. So basically, sorry, I have to say it in the way that, like,
it's the whole story. So mid to late February, this guy shows up, okay? And I can't remember what the day was, honestly, but it was mid to late February, and he shows up at 2 in the morning. Now, I'm lucky it wasn't one of the days that my son was up late, because normally my son is up late. So I was lucky that he wasn't up late. So he wasn't awake for it. So that's a blessing, because that would have fucked my kid up. And then I probably would have gone to North Carolina and beaten the fuck out of Selena. If she fucked with my kids' mental health, then yeah, I would have gone there and like literally risked going to jail, beating the fuck out of her. Like, I don't care. So basically, guy shows up at 2 in the morning. Knock. I open the door. Guy immediately jumps on me. Tries to, like, push me back in my house. I flip the fuck out. I kick him out the doorway. So, it's easier if I showed you, like, my doorway and things like that, but anyways. Basically, he's pushing himself in while I kick him out. So, I used all my force to push him out. No, it's fine. I gotta focus on the story, because otherwise I'll get sidetracked and I'll spend too much time on this, and then I'll get the emotion attached to it, and I don't want that. So I'm reading your comments. I'm not going to respond to it right this second until I'm done the whole thing. So basically, you know, we fight outside. I'm flipping my shit. I bite him as hard as I humanly can. Like, I bit him really hard. You know, I scratched him with my nails. I'm freaking out. I'm crying. Good. I'm hyperventilating. Then the guy clues in that obviously this doesn't seem right.
Yeah, it's kind of shitty.
It took him a few minutes.
Because, like, he's kind of a victim, too, I guess.
Because he kept trying to drag me back in the house, and I was adamant that he was not getting in the house. Because my immediate thing when I'm in danger is protect the children. Always protect the children. Doesn't matter if I die, as long as the kids. I don't know why this guy is here. I thought maybe he was breaking in. I didn't know what this man was doing in my house. So, or, you know, trying to get into my house anyways. So, I don't know why he was here. So, my immediate reaction is protect the kids. Take it outside. Doesn't matter, I die out here, as long as he doesn't get access to the kids, that's fine. So, anyway, so I fought with everything I had, right? So, because I was freaking out. I was like, oh my god. And then he was like trying to take my clothes off. He ripped my shirt, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to go into details about what pieces of clothing were ripped, I don't want to go into that type of detail. It's too much for me. But, basically... I'm sorry, it upsets me. I'm sorry, it still traumatizes me and you laugh about it, Selena, but it still fucking hurts. Anyways, so, guy basically, clues in. No, it's fine. Guy clues in that something's not right about this. Took him fucking long enough. No, it's good. I got it. I just, look, man, I just need, like, little breaks in between. It's fine. So, guy clues in. It's not
Thank God.
Thank you very much. Anyways, so, guy clues in. So, he clued in and stopped. Okay, no, we didn't just sort of... No, I didn't do cops. I don't do cops.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Like, this is kind of a hard one.
No choice, but I don't do cops.
He didn't know either, right? Like,
the guy starts
he didn't really know.
Explaining, like, okay, hey, you know, like, this isn't what we agreed to. Because I was attacking him. Like, I was drawing blood. So, because I bit him as hard as I could, right? And I have vampire teeth, okay? Like, they do dig. So I bit him and scratched him a lot. And so he was bleeding, and so he wasn't enjoying his little fantasy thing, now was he? So, dumbass clues in, finally, that obviously me in, like, full-on distress mode is obviously not the plan that he had with, you know, the person, right? So... basically, he says, okay, hey, this hurts, like, this wasn't part of the plan, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, what do you mean part of the plan? Anyways,
right, okay.
So he goes on to explain, like, the rape fantasy shit.
Oh, man.
I flip my shit at this guy. I said, did you fucking video chat the person to make sure that this was the right person? And he was like, no, we voice chatted. And I was like, it's not fucking me. And anyways, I'm flipping at this guy, calling him a fucking dumbass.
I said, how fucking dare, like, I said, I have fucking kids, and anyways, I'm freaking out.
It's true, he should have made sure.
So this idiot goes, oh, I'm so sorry, like, he's basically begging me not to call the cops, and he's like, oh shit, I'm so sorry, like, he is literally flipping his shit, and I can see he's sincerely sorry.
Yeah, I don't think he wanted to hurt you.
He thought he was coming for, like, you know, rape
he wasn't trying to hurt.
Instead gets a traumatized woman in front of him.
Yeah.
So I was like,
so you're fair about it.
I was like, you better fucking show me, like, proof that what you're saying is true.
Yep, that's fair, too.
Like, I was like, I'm gonna call the cops if you don't show me proof.
Right.
And so he was so afraid of being arrested that he showed me the chats and stuff.
Yeah.
When I tell you, when I saw that, I told him, give me your fucking phone. And, like, I told him not to come near me. He had to stay away from me. That's why I'm just like, don't even bother with this person. Like, don't even get into it. But anyways, the guy shows me the stuff. And Selena admitted it, Yvonne. So why are you even... Selena literally admitted to doing it. Calling it a mean trick. Like, it's on my video feed. Where she admitted it. And called it a mean trick and laughed about traumatizing me. Basically, guy shows me stuff. I find proof. I'm telling him to stay the fuck away from me. He gave me his phone. I got to look through it. The stuff that they said I wanted to be done to me was beyond disgusting. The faking of the suicide was the first fucking problem. And that upset me. And then this thing just threw me over the edge. And then like a couple months later I got COVID. And then that threw me just way off the edge. And then finally I was like, nope. And then I ended up in the psych ward. Again, I have proof I ended up in the psych ward. I have proof, you know, of stuff, so she even admitted to doing it.
MJ went on to discuss how people questioning her story or calling her a liar made her feel. I will leave a link to her channel down below and you can go watch the entire stream and check out her videos on Selena. I ensured she was in a better place mentally before I left the chat. I'm proud of you, MJ. I hope you can have some closure and are able to move on from this. There is nothing that I could show all of you that would make Selena look like a worse person than this. To me, this is possibly the worst thing you could do to someone. Causing harm to another woman in this way is despicable, and Selena should be counting her blessings she is not thrown behind bars for this. Maybe she should stop calling the police and FBI while counting said blessings and be grateful she's gotten away with it. Or has she? This is why we need to keep speaking out about her. We thought we were just poking fun at a crazy doll lady, but it turns out this rabbit hole is far deeper and darker than anyone could have imagined. Selena, you should be absolutely ashamed of yourself for what you have done to MJ. Recently, Selena and her friend took to her channel to talk about how MJ was lying about her story, and that's why I felt the need to make this video. MJ is not lying. Selena has done some despicable acts to her, and it's about time she leaves MJ alone. Until she does, we are going to be deep diving into this rabbit hole. In my next video about Selena, I am hoping to deep dive her cancer scam, so stay tuned for that in the future. Thanks so much for watching, and ensure you help us spread awareness about this doll cow and the harm she has caused others. Until next time, stay safe on here, guys.